Yeah, the soundtrack has been decent. It's not bad. That should be a weapon in the game you can unlock. Just drop a giant Acclaim logo. This intro is a banger too. The original Extreme G has some insane cheat codes. I will say, something like dropping a giant Acclaim logo is like not outside the realm of what this series has done. I don't know if Giga's here. Oh wait, he just said something like 5 minutes ago. He's probably here, but he knows. He knows about the Extreme G cheat codes. Like all kinds of weird visual filters you can turn on and make the game look insane. I don't think you can race in a bathtub. The bathtub cheat is in a fishing game on N64. That was like Pro Bass Hunter or something, whatever that game was called. There was, what was that game? One of the Top Gear games had like, you can drive a hot dog, you can race a hot dog, and you can race the N64 logo on wheels, and you can race like a horse on a wooden platform with wheels, which is pretty weird. There's some very strange options in that game with cheat codes. Was it Top Gear Rally 2? It might have been. Had the hot dog car. Not like a... And I'm not talking like the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. I just mean it was a hot dog, I think. I'm pretty sure it was just literally a hot dog. Anyway. Let's go. We're like halfway through this game right now, ish.
It's at this stage in the championship that proceedings really begin to heat up. A number of grudges seem to have built up between the teams.
I'm doing this one first because I want to get back into the feel of the game before I do the weather circuit. The weather in this game is either like doesn't matter or extremely horrible. I gotta get back into it. I think this is a new track. Oh yeah, Jet Moto 2. I've never played the Jet Moto games. I know they're liked. People like Jet... Oh my god, what happened there? Well, this race might be over. Weird stretch of track. I blame the game. Yeah, people like Jet Moto. I've never played it though. That's the game with the Mountain Dew thing, right? That game has some heavy Mountain Dew branding, right? And Butterfingers. You know, I think there might be Mountain Dew and Butterfingers branding in a game you're gonna have to play one day, Grind Session. I think that game also has both Mountain Dew and Butterfingers. It definitely has Mountain Dew, and it also has Ford. Grind Session is an absolute game. It's probably, I think it's a pretty late game. I think it's like 2000 or something. So it'll be years. You're safe. You're safe for now. Yeah, Extreme Sports doesn't really pick up until sort of later in the PlayStation, right? I think Tony Hawk 1 is like a 1999 game. So you're safe for a while. The Grind Session, definitely one of the games of all time.
Victory will be ours.
Yeah, Extreme Sports did exist before Tony Hawk, but I mean like there's someone posted a game, it might have even been you, in my Discord the other day that was like Japanese developed but published by EA, and it was like some kind of skateboarding game that had like a pretty sick looking aesthetic. That's out there somewhere on PS1. I don't want to kill this guy. Yeah, Street Skater with an 8.
Keep the pedal to the floor. Victory all the way, champion.
Dropping all the mines behind me, just in case. There's the finish line. I thought that was it. This is the 4th lap, right? Where's the finish line? We're in the 4th lap now, but I thought we were already in the 4th lap. I might have miscounted. Nah, this is it. Okay. At some point, I'm gonna hit the max amount of points to where, like...
systems online. Good afternoon, Ryan.
At some point, I'm just gonna be able to suck at the game, and it's fine. That'll probably be... Hopefully that'll come, like, halfway through the last series. Or the last collection of series, or whatever they call things.
2 miles beneath the surface of the ocean at the deep...
And then I can spend the last 20 minutes of the game just, like, failing everything horribly, and it's fine. They did Lazy Child. It's called Jack X Combat Racing. I think you might be referencing this game, but they actually literally did that. I haven't played it, but if it's anything like Jak 2 and 3, I'm fine with never playing it. I haven't picked up a single power-up yet this entire race. At this point from completing contracts, my shield regen is so high that like I'm basically invincible. Like, that guy is leeching my shield, but it's also regenning at the same rate he's leeching it, so it barely affected me. A lot fewer people are dying in this compared to Extreme G3 though. Like, for the most part, in the early races people were dying, but I feel like now everyone's just moving too fast to die or something, or like everyone's shields are too high because we all have upgraded bikes. So like nobody's dying anymore. Oh, someone died. Never mind. Someone did just die. That's uncommon though. People aren't usually dying like that. Dude, I can't wait till we get to the end of this in the last speed class where you just spend like the entire race over like supersonic. Yeah, Jack X Combat Racing, it's called. I don't know, I think it has some kind of horrible bug. It's like the only, I like vaguely feel like I've heard before that Jack X Combat Racing has some kind of weird glitch where it's either like certain pressings of the game are literally unbeatable, or like it'll corrupt your memory card or something like that. There's like some problem with that game. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about or if I'm just making this up out of thin air. When this bug occurs, the game will constantly be saving, and if you turn off the console, it might corrupt your memory card. That's probably what I'm thinking of. Yo, I actually... that one person who died, that was me who killed them, and they happened to be my contract victim. Maybe, I think. I forget what the contract was. I think it was to kill someone, though. I think we got him there, just out of complete luck.
Welcome to Mars, ladies and gentlemen.
3, 2, 1, race.
There were apparently 3 major bugs with Jack X. Oh my god. Naughty Dog, what are you doing? They had all their top guys working on Uncharted at that point. Bugs. Jack X. Missing wheels bug. Autosave freezing. At random times, switching to rear view will cause your vehicle to explode. The PS4 version has a game-breaking bug where all the cars are invisible. I think the major one is definitely the memory card corruption, but those other two sound pretty funny. can complete this contract, that would be huge. Completing contracts, like, upgrades your car. It's just, like, actually good. Yeah, apparently it says if you switch to rear view too much, it just kills you for it. I think I remember seeing a trailer for that in like a PNC Trilogy demo disc party or something. Someone was streaming a demo disc and I saw it. There was like dev interview footage about the game. Maybe I saw that in some game I was playing. I don't know what that would be. I've seen this before, and I don't remember where I saw it. Completely bouncing off all the walls. Oh, I never updated my stream info, sorry. XGRA. Extreme G Racing Association. XGRA, there we go. This game has 143 followers. Yeah, Tom Nook is driving the other car. This is Animal Crossing. This is how I've decided to clear my debt. Via futuristic death races. Yeah, let me know if I miss any dig sites around here. I might have missed one. Yeah. I feel like I'm probably way ahead of the people behind me, though. There's no way to look behind you in this game. Maybe they were having Jack X troubles with it. The pinballing is only going to get worse as the game gets faster, though. This is still, like... There's still 2 more speed classes above this. I happen to know. The game's just gonna keep getting faster. This is completely legal. This isn't like illegal underground street racing or whatever. This is like NASCAR. This is 2080 NASCAR. I feel like staying up top has gotta be better, right? kind of seems about the same.
Line selected. Rail accelerate. Select.
Alright, please tell me I did the contract. I want the upgrade. That was all firsts though, so that's good. Contract complete, good. So like, check this out. We did 2 contracts, read this screen.
Congratulations, Ryder.
A new regeneration node, onboard battery systems have been flashed. That's what it says when you complete 2 contracts. You get that text. So I think that like, that's it upgrading my regeneration rate for doing 2 contracts, but I haven't done all 3 contracts in a while, so I'm not sure what I get for that. I haven't seen that text in a while, so I'm not sure what it is. I was sort of disregarding that stuff for a while. Alright, time for like, probably the crap.
Good evening, Ryder. Today's track.
Time for the weather series. Okay, this is fine, it's just rain. Just a little red rain, that's fine. As long as there's no dust storms. There's gonna be a dust storm. They're definitely too proud of that effect to not use it again. But the dust storm effect in this game is really, really bad. Oh, that was a terrible start.
Welcome to a world of pain.
You're going to be kidding me.
Rail accelerate. Select.
Yeah, there's a huge gap right now. I'm in 6th and I can't even, there's 5th. Not a lot of racing left though. I'm kind of surprised. One of my like low-key fears going into Gamecube thing was that there would be some like super unfair, impossible racing game that also couldn't be save scum. So it was like you just have to win a ton of races in a row and it was really random. I was afraid some game like that was gonna show up. And I felt like Extreme G was even a good candidate to be that game. But there's kind of been nothing like that. All of the racing games have been pretty chill. Some have been harder than others, but there hasn't been anything where I'm like, this is impossible, I'm just grinding. That being said, maybe Lotus Challenge could be that game. It's still out there. Oh, which Crash Racing game? There's 2. The Crash Racing game that also had platforming in it was pretty bad, but not hard. The Crash Racing game that did not have platforming in it was pretty damn hard, but not bad. I thought that was actually a solid game. But yeah, the end of that was like, I hope you've mastered the boost chain system or you're fucked on this boss. You have to be perfect. Took me like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something of boss attempts to finally get him. You had to like route how you were gonna do the boosts. So that was pretty interesting. That was a pretty interesting game. I'll give the nod to City Racer here as well. Just because, like, it wasn't that hard once you got the hang of it, but it was pretty bad. There was a lot of retrying, but you could save scum it, so it was okay. Every individual race was just like an 8-minute long weird rubber band exploit challenge. Ah shit, he's right behind me. This is the last lap. There we go. Yeah, SRS Street Racing Syndicate was a little bit tricky before I realized that I was using a bad car. I think I literally just like, someone like linked me a Steam forum thread that just like said, it was like a Steam strategy guide, I think, that declared the best car to be some kind of car, and I just bought that, and suddenly the game became way easier. I was like, alright.
Race fans,
Do these guys have robot legs like Star Fox? Is that a thing? Does this have the Star Fox lore? I feel like I've read so much bullshit about the Star Fox robot legs on the internet over the years. Like, people say that it's based on like real pilots like losing their legs due to circulation issues or something, and I feel like that's bogus, right? That's not true. But people are like, yeah, it's a reference to that, and I've seen that online for years, and I don't think that's true. Yeah, that's absolutely bullshit. People just spread that like it's true, though. It bothers me. My shield energy is kind of bad here. This race is messy. They do have robot legs. Look at like the Super Nintendo box art for Star Fox. Star Fox has robot legs. But I don't think it's ever mentioned why he has robot legs. He just does. And then after that, I think they scrapped the robot legs, maybe. Someone died. Where's the dead guy? People also thought those were robot legs. Yeah, I have no experience with Overwatch. SG4E convinced me to install that game for a free weekend like 5 years ago, and I played it with him for like an hour or two. And we were all just kind of like, yeah, this is not fun. This game sucks, actually. And it seems the rest of the world agrees with us now, so there. Cool, easy race.
Bike systems online. Good.
No, I'm not an online competitive gamer at all. I like never play multiplayer stuff, really.
Bike systems online. Good evening, rider. Today's track is Araxes.
Race weather storm. Uh-oh. It might be time. It's time.
Yeah, we're on Mars.
Look at how bad this is. It doesn't look that bad right now, but look at how bad this is if you didn't see it yesterday. Okay, this is like less bad so far. This is very tolerable. Yesterday when we had to do a sandstorm race, it was like literally covering the entire screen. You can't see a thing. That was kind of okay. This is less bad. This is supposed to be the harder part of the game. Why is it easier? Ah, okay. Bouncing off of everything. How did that guy get the power up instead of me? Come on. Not that I care that much. I'm willing to accept worse than first place here, though, if I have to. Because I think I have a pretty good points buffer. I've been getting first on almost everything. The way this game works is really weird. There's like a total amount of points in the game. So it's not just like you need X number of points to win a series or something. It's like that number of points you get from the series then does carry forward. What's that guy? 2 deaths so far. So like you have a total number of points accumulated through the entire game, and there's like a final number you have to beat in the end. So even though I've already more than gotten enough points to make it to the next class, these points are still counting towards my final number at the end of the game. So I guess that's kind of interesting. It incentivizes you to still care. But then eventually, I feel like it's also going to make it so that I get to the final number, like, kind of early, you know? I feel like I'm going to get to the final number pretty early and then end up not having to care about the entire end of the game. I think the camera's okay.
Nothing can stop you now.
I feel like I'm just insensitive to bad cameras or something, though. Whenever people complain about the camera in the game, usually I don't even notice the problem. I'm a Super Mario Sunshine fan. I'm hardened to bad cameras. Yeah, it's hard to have a bad camera in a racing game, right? That's usually not a complaint you hear about those. that's it for the speed class. I think we're gonna get an FMV here. Yep.
Congratulations, Ryder. Congratulations, Ryder. You may advance a class.
We've now unlocked Supersonic. This car might not be the best car anymore. Hang on. Are they all missing? This one has an extra stat. Dude, this one has an extra stat. This one also has an extra stat. This is just better at everything except for generation. This one's even better than that. This is just the best fucking stat. This is just the best car. Yeah, the handling is 4 out of 5. Check that out. I think the trick here is that the contract difficulty is hard. So you're probably not gonna... And yeah, the weapons are rockets. Oh, the handling tap on the right. Hybrid. I mean, that's probably okay. I feel like this is the best bike, and like, I don't really need to do contracts. They're optional. And like, look at the stats on this thing, and the shielding is good. The speed is a little bit worse though. I think like maybe I'll go for this one. I was already using a power slide bike. Maybe this one. This one seems good. This seems very balanced overall. Like, what bike was I using? That was 4 regen. 3 speed. I feel like I want to pick this bike. It can't matter too much, right? I'm gonna go with this bike. Maybe I'll get punished for not having brand loyalty and sticking to the red brand of bike. I've swapped to Team Blue. But yeah, check that out. Points awarded 719. Points required 792. Apparently the last thing... There's still another class after this. Apparently the last class requires like 1100 something. But like, if we're getting... So if there's 4 races here, and if the pattern keeps up, then getting first in each one of these races gives you 40 points. Then there's 120 points here. So I could come out of this already good to go. And then we would get 240 from here, which would put me, let's see, 719 plus 360. That would already put me very close to just being done. Though I don't know if I'll actually be able to come in first in these races, because things are about to get kind of spicy, I think.
Good afternoon,
The championship really is heating up now, and the pressure is really on these riders. Robbie, what?
3, 2, 1, race.
The handling is very different. This car can actually turn. Sort of. Maybe it can't turn. I can't tell if the handling is better or worse, but it's definitely different. Oh, I hate this track. For some reason I always lose a ton of speed there, and the computers don't. See, I'm just like grinding on the walls. I'm doing a really bad job. I almost kind of want to reset and go pick like a power slide handling car because that's what I'm used to at this point. I have to power slide. I need to feel that power. That's so weird. You can just make that turn. I don't think I like this. Oh, I'm way off. I'm just gonna stick with it. I'll get used to it. I'll get used to it, and then this car is definitely better. I feel like the computers conserve speed by coming over there somehow, but that still doesn't work for me. So I have no idea how they do it. They just don't get owned by that like I do. And if I couldn't pick mix, I forgot to answer this question 5 minutes ago, I would go dance over rock. The rock is very, the rock selection in this game is very, very 2000s, like, ass music. It's not good.
Bike systems on.
So I would definitely go with the electronic music over the rock.
Bike systems online. Good afternoon.
Welcome to Scavenger, ladies and gentlemen. This Tesla Metropolis.
3, 2, 1, race.
The Extreme G3 soundtrack was entirely just electronic music, and it was really good. There were some absolute bangers on Extreme G3. I feel like there's nothing quite as good as that on this game. This game's soundtrack is like a little bit worse overall. Also, I don't like how the songs don't seem to loop. They just end, and then you do the rest of the race in silence. That might be my fault. That might be a GC loader thing, or it might be the game. I don't know. Songs don't seem like they loop. So if you're too slow, then you get punished by finishing the race in silence. The awkward silence of shame. Yeah, definitely can't miss the boost at the end of the lap. That's bad. It's a bad thing to do. This is like the simple circuit where it just boosts everywhere and it's just a straight line. This song's pretty good, I guess. It's a little disappointing that I'm hitting all these speed boosts and the bike speed is still capping out at like 690, which is nice, but 690 is not, you know, we're not breaking the sound barrier here, and I kind of want to. I feel like that'd be fun. Maybe in the next class. The next speed class has to do it, right? We're just hitting so many speed boosts. I feel like that's the whole appeal of the futuristic racing game, is getting to drive so fast that you can't see anything and lose all control. super satisfying. Don't pass me. No? Okay, we're good. Yeah, I missed the second boost there. That was gonna be a little sketchy. I think with that, we've got enough points now, right?
Systems online. Good afternoon.
I was at like 710-ish, and I just got 80. I think we're safe.
Bike systems online.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
3, 2, 1, race.
Yeah, he tried. An attempt was definitely made.
This is one contract. You aren't going to complete.
And honestly, his attempt worked. He was just like a quarter of a second too late, you know? He did get in front of me in the demo after the finish line. That's the kind of thing that happens to me in these games all the time. Just slightly too late to pass him. If they just moved the finish line back by like 6 inches, he'd have had me. Yeah, I've noticed that the victim, the person you're trying to beat or kill or whatever, is like always Jakar. I don't know what the deal is. What's the beef? But it's always Jakar.
Without you, this team is nothing.
I don't know if you have to win. Like within each series, they do keep track of your score, and I don't know if you have to win each series, or if it's just that final point number that counts. I'm kind of hoping it's just the final point number that counts, so that at the end of the game I can just like instantly die in 5 races and still be okay. That's what I want to do. And I want to find out that I still have to try even though I have the overall point requirement.
You are the man.
This game's kind of too chill when you're not, this is one of those, like, no weapons series. Game's kind of too chill without the weapons. I'm just, like, just doing this. the motor sound is more annoying. Is that what you're gonna say? Yeah, we're not even at Mach 1. I don't know any racing game where you get to go Mach 8. Maybe Ballistic. I don't think anybody knows Ballistic, though. It's like an early 2000s PC game, kind of like Tube Slider, where you're like in a tube the whole race. That's a game where you go several thousand miles an hour and it feels it. That game is complete insanity. Oh yeah, it's not just the engine sound, but there's also there's like a high-pitched secondary whine, right? It's kind of piercing. It's kind of ear-piercing. No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for now, because I don't want to mute all the sound effects. I don't know, simply be old. I bet that everybody over the age of 30 doesn't even know what we're talking about. Actually, I think you're over 30, but I bet all the old people are like, what wine? This is the actual game soundtrack, yep. It's a little bit weird. This game actually gives you the option where you can select your soundtrack at the beginning of the game. You can pick the rock soundtrack, or you can pick the dance soundtrack, or you can have mix where you just get both. The dance soundtrack is appropriate electronic music, fitting, good. And then the rock soundtrack is just like some butt rock that just has no place. Like, they don't listen to this band in the year 2080. They don't even listen to this band in the year 2024. This guy is just parked in front of me. Please go away. This song is also in Need for Speed Most Wanted. I didn't even know that. Thank you. I'm trying to get a catalog going. I'm trying to compile a list of every song that shows up in multiple GameCube games. I would not have caught this one. Thank you. I'll make sure to write that down later. This matters to me. Dude, I just got shoved out of the good way. I was gonna get a speed boost on him, and then he just like T-boned me and sent me to the shit dimension. I had to take the road without the boost on it. Thanks, man. Please don't pass me. There might not even be anyone there. Yeah, we're safe. They referred to some rock music as classical. Yeah, this is like oldies, right? Within the universe of the game. It's like listening to Motown or something. Dude, 4 contracts. What am I gonna get for this? Just a regeneration node. Okay, so nothing. Endurance or X weather. Yeah, check that out. We're already at 879 out of 792. So all the points we get out of this is just going towards basically the next circuit at this point. We're already in there.
Bike systems online. Good afternoon, Ryder. Today.
If you've just joined us, let me bring you up to speed on recent events in the pit.
Yeah, you do break the sound barrier in this game. It's like they do that thing where like the sound drops out. The music still plays, but like the engine sound drops out and you get like a good like whoosh sound effect. It's pretty satisfying. It changes your controls a bit too. That's like actually my favorite part of this game. This in Extreme G3. I think it's really satisfying when you get going really fast and like that effect kicks in. Oh, that's gonna be really hard to make those jumps up there. Okay. Right there. Took me out. Ah, and then you're done. There was a red... I think I just discovered something about the video game. The red skull is your target. So I was meant to shoot that billboard, because there was a red skull over the billboard. See that? Red skull on the billboard. Yeah, I mean, timeline-wise, it makes sense. It's just, it's funny. That's the joke. Yeah, the constant sonic booms. Bowling. Yo, I made it. Nice. I don't even feel like that helps that much. Maybe it must have helped a little.
Rail accelerate. Select. Rail accelerate. Select.
wish I knew how ahead I was. That's what the look back button is good for. Oh, I'm kind of curious if there's anyone back there. Would I be nervous about this, or am I just like 15 seconds ahead right now? It'd be good if they gave me like Wave Race does this, where you have the guy in the headset that's like, you're about 3 seconds ahead. Oh wait, there is a mini-map on the right. What am I saying? That's right there. I can tell that there's, I think, absolutely no one behind me. To the extent that I'm gonna lap somebody soon. Yeah, I noticed that mini-map. I noticed that mini-map like half an hour ago for the first time and didn't mention it, but that's one of those giant glaring things that I don't notice because I'm me. I noticed it and then I immediately forgot it was there. It's very like translucent all the way off to the side where you would never look as a player. I'm gonna defend myself. It's hard to see, and you would never even be looking over there.
Bike systems online. Good evening, rider. Today's track is Dunrock's Rift. The race type is endurance. Today's weather is fine. Good luck out there, rider.
Today's weather is fine. I'm gonna step away for a minute. I will be back in a sec. And then, yeah, we'll keep going. There's still like, I happen to know that after this, so there's 2 more races here and then 4 in the next set. So there's 6 more races to get to the last speed class. And then the last speed class, I think, is just 1 set. So it might be, but it's a long set, so it might be like every track. I think it's probably a race on every track. Which is like, I don't even know how many that is. So we're getting close. I'll definitely beat the game today. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, geez, kill at least 4 riders. That's like... Sponsor is out for blood.
3, 2, 1, race.
I don't think I've ever... Nah, there was a race I was in.
Seems
one of the races where the gimmick is that you have no shield, so you die really fast. In one of those races, I saw it get down to where 4 people were killed by the end of it. But only in those. I've never seen it in a normal race. I'd have to be very bloodthirsty and get very lucky with items or something. I don't even know how you would do that. This is a medium contract too. I wonder if I picked one of the bikes that had hard contracts, if it would just be like, the mission is kill all other racers. You must be the only one standing. Maybe like 2000's butt rock makes a comeback in the year 2080. Sort of like sea shanties a couple years ago, where there was like a sea shanty meme going around. Either this will be that. That's all very disconnected from me. I don't know what the Zoomers are up to. I just play Gamecube games. But I do know that was a thing. Is that you drop just below the speed. You drop just below whatever the speed of sound is. It's like 700 something. But then you go back above it. So you just get like a whole bunch of sonic booms really quickly. It's a little bit goofy.
Nothing can stop you now.
And yeah, that song just ended. That song just ended, and now we have to do the rest of the race in silence. I wonder if I... No, that didn't make it come back. Oh, hang on, it's playing something now. It was silent for a little while, but I guess eventually it realizes.
Bike systems online. Bike systems online. Good afternoon, Ryder. Today.
Race fans, we are floating in
There's a
space.
completely
that's
flat
right.
sphere of
XGRA's got its
Saturn.
own ass-
Like, look how detailed this is. Like, this looks incredible. This area looks so good, and then Saturn is just orb. I don't know, I looked up pictures of Saturn yesterday, and it had like lines on it and stuff. This is my favorite track, by the way, it's cool. Trying to read chat. What is that? An instant Daytona sound effect button? I've like... This is maybe my hottest take. I've like never really been into Daytona USA. It's like okay. But... I don't know. I don't get the extreme amounts of hype surrounding Daytona USA. Yeah, everyone loves that game. Like all the Sega racing stuff I've never been into. Maybe if I got into it, I'd get it. Anyone here know if she's ever gonna come back down? Asking for a friend. Never? Okay. Passed that guy. Just lapped that guy, dude. Sorry. I feel like the difficulty hasn't increased. Like the AI difficulty hasn't increased as we've gotten later into the game. You just go faster now. So now I'm just lapping people. I'm still winning every race really easily. I'm just now also lapping people because I'm faster.
Bike systems online. Good afternoon.
Destroy Jakar.
Welcome to Mars, ladies and gentlemen. At the
3, 2, 1, race.
Yeah, simply beating Jakar in the race is no longer enough. Time to make sure she never races again. Someone's gonna die back there. Someone's at bad HP. Someone was behind me there too. Man, whoever was at low HP lived. They must have regen. The other computers aren't aggressive enough. My shields are bad. Vampire. I got hit by a couple things in a row there. This one's pretty good. I like the song that plays in the intro FMV. It plays in the races sometimes, but it hasn't played yet today. The intro FMV song is definitely the biggest banger. What the heck was that? Had to come to a complete stop there. Okay. This is how they get you with the contracts, though, because, like, destroy Jakar. Jakar's not even up here competing with me for first. Jakar is, like, back in 7th, probably. And to even hit Jakar, I would have to also be in 7th. I would have to kill her and then try to win afterwards. Whoa. Out of bounds. Out of bounds accomplished. Sounds like something that would be playing on Rise FM in GTA 3, right? I don't know what exactly you call this, like, genre. But it's that. I don't even feel like I'm really doing a very good job at the racing. I'm slamming into walls left and right, and it just doesn't matter, because I still come in first by a huge amount every time. Failed all 4 contracts, though. It's funny. Yeah, right now I'm playing this in Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing will definitely be done before game 400. It'll probably be done before game 390, depending on what it is, actually. Probably not. Probably it'll be done before game 391, let's say. Yeah, the walls aren't that punishing, and the computers seem like they're not very good. Like, check this out. If I... Hang on a second. If I get the full 160 out of this, we're gonna end at 1199, and I think we're gonna have enough points to just literally get 0 points out of the final series.
Bike systems online.
I'm literally gonna be able to just not do any of the final races, I think. I'm gonna save before I try that, but like assuming that you're allowed to lose the series and still win as long as you have enough points. If that's the case, I can literally just like not try, except I'm still gonna have to do the races. Like, I don't think I can get myself killed. I don't know how to do that. It would be faster if I could. The speedrun play would be to just get yourself killed as quickly as possible in every race. Oh yeah, this soundtrack has multiple Cell Dweller songs on it, I think. Someone said. I looked away for 1 second and now we're over here. You can tell this game is British because of how they spelled vampire. They spelled it wrong with the Y. Oh, is it? You know, that's a good point. That hadn't occurred to me until now. This rain effect is probably trashing the bitrate, isn't it? Actually, this whole game's probably just been trashing the bitrate. But especially the rain. Also, hi, Xana. You were having an extra comfy Wednesday. Yeah, you know what the thing is, Xana? The only reason why I recognize the band at all is because of lurking your Dr. Mario streams a while back. You had Cell Dweller in the playlist.
Bike systems online.
Why even save? I'm so good on points.
Bike systems
Oh, it's just
online.
one
Good
dude.
evening, Ryder. Today's
Welcome.
He's the cell dweller. No one else lives in the cell with him. Now this effect sucks. Man, this is the first time we've had to do snow. I can still see, but like, this is very distracting. I will say, this is very distracting. Still not as bad as the first sandstorm. The original Darude sandstorm, where you just literally couldn't see anything. Did that guy just call me a bitch? I think he did. Kinda can't tell if the music is even playing, because the bike is so loud. There's so much just like other weird noise.
You are a badass kid.
I'm a badass kid. Okay, it is still playing, I hear it now. I feel like right there is particularly bad for visibility. Is that a thing you can do? Can you?
Bike systems online. Good evening, Ryder.
Yeah, the effects on screen are like really just all over the place, and it's a mess, and then suddenly you go inside a tunnel, and then it just snaps to being fine, right?
Race fans, welcome to Santorini.
Only 2 more races of extreme weather. I don't know if there's gonna be any extreme weather in the last series. It's just like, oh nice, I can see for a second. my god, those guns just drained my shield really fast. Did you see that? Probably no one saw that because no one's looking at my shields. But I think I was being gunned by like 2 people at once or something, and it legit drained my shields down to critical in like 1 second. It was slightly spooky. Gotta get away from these people. Yeah, before Streamlink was, what was that called? I used that a lot, and now I forget what it was called. Yeah, it's just been a minute, so. Alright, one more. It's Sandstorm, of course. See how bad this is.
Bike systems online.
Welcome to the Red Planet. Yeah, we're on Mars.
Yeah, we're on Mars.
3, 2, 1, race.
Yeah, this is bad. This is what a bad one looks like. Look at this, I think. Yeah, right? Like, there are times when it literally covers the entire screen. This is way worse than last time, right? Kind of have to go off track memorization a little bit. That car just shoved me to the right. Realize until now that part of the track was inside. I don't know why they would hold the race in these conditions. There's no way, like, nobody can see. None of the spectators can see what's going on here. Is this song in a Twisted Metal game? I kind of have like a strong dislike of car combat, so I've never really spent much time with Twisted Metal. That's a really weird genre to have like strong negative feelings about, but I feel like car combat games are always cheating. They're like the cheatiest games. They're really annoying. I have strong feelings about this genre that there hasn't been a new game in like 25 years. I kind of do want to play Twisted Metal Black on PS2 someday, just because I hear it's weird. The story mode is like super dark and edgy or something. That has me interested because I'm super dark and edgy as well. I did not love Cell Damage. Cell Damage was just pure RNG hell. It was like 6 hours of just resetting the stages over and over, and they made you do a lot of stages. That's the main thing I remember, is that it was like, there was like 3 or 4 different game modes, but each game mode you had to do like 20 stages of or something insane. Yeah, didn't they make like a Twisted Metal TV show recently? Which is like a really bizarre choice. That's what you're adapting, Sony? But yeah, I did not like Cell Damage. The only other... There was also WWE Crush Hour. WWE Crush Hour existed and was fortunately really easy. And there was also Monster Truck Maximum Carnage or something like that. There was a Monster Truck car combat on Gamecube. Crush Hour was Garbo. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I love how they, this is very sneaky of them. They put, in the FMV, they put a blanket over your bike so that it's not clear which bike you picked, so that you could pick any bike and it's not, and there's not a discrepancy there. Nice try, developers.
Congratulations, Ryder. Congratulations, Ryder. You made it.
Alright, Ultrasonic. Do we go with this one? Do we go back to the old... I feel like I have to stick with my brand now. Just because, like... Oh yeah, this car is, like, way better anyway. I feel like I have to stick with this because I'm used to the handling of it now. Perfect everything except regeneration. That seems good. That's funny that the scrolling description there says it's unparalleled in the field of regeneration, when that's the only thing it doesn't have a perfect stat in. I'm not sure about that. Alright, so what's this look like? How's this gonna go? Yeah, check that out. Points awarded, 1199. Points required, 1142. So theoretically, I think they're gonna let me come in dead last in all of these races. I think I'm allowed to come in dead last in all of these, and we're fine. But I don't know, like if we lose the series because we don't get enough points, would they not count it? Also, I don't think I will come in dead last, just because it's hard to be bad at this game. But we'll see. This is Supersonic. This is Supersonic 21, also known as the Genuine Cowboy. This might be just too fast to possibly play. Also, it's snowing again. Send help. Please, God. This is the old... I saw that this one was extreme weather, though. The other ones are not extreme weather, so this should be the last of it.
This is gonna hurt you more than me.
Shoot, I'm in 4th. Maybe I will actually just get dumpstered this entire time. And I'll just be coasting on the fact that I basically never dropped a race before this. I took a couple of 2nd places early in the game. I don't know why. I like wasn't good yet or something. Thought there was a turn there. I completely just like hallucinated a turn that didn't exist. Yeah, it's 4 laps. I think all these races are going to be 4 laps. It's like 6 or 7 races I think I saw. So it's not even, I mean that might be every track, but it's not even that many races. This ought to be not that big of a deal. The races aren't that long, like the laps aren't that bad. I haven't had to do my usual complain about race length. I don't think it's come up once this entire game, which is a good sign. Yeah, for an Acclaim game, it's surprisingly very competent. Apparently, the developers of this were like former Psygnosis people who worked on Wipeout, so they had experience making good games. So I guess that might have helped. But yeah, both this and Extreme G3 are both like pretty good, actually. I think that's, sometimes people ask what the biggest surprise has been, and I never have a good answer. I think one of the biggest surprises in Gamecube thing, low-key, has been Extreme G not sucking. That was weird. I like bounced off the rail, so it thought I should be up there, so it counted being down there as out of bounds. I have no idea what that is, Xana, so I'm gonna say no. That is not still a thing. I've literally never heard of that before. Yeah, I think my main complaint with the game is actually just that it's too easy, which usually isn't a complaint for me when it comes to racing games, because I'm happy to take the dub. If the game is super easy, I'm happy to just hold down the accelerator and just get comfy for a few hours, but I feel like this game could be more interesting if, like, I was actually being contested in these races. Like, I think Extreme G3 wasn't this easy. I think Extreme G3 was a little bit tougher. I remember resetting a bit on Extreme G3. And having to, like, get pretty good at some of the tracks. Live streamer, there you go. That was it.
Rail accelerator selected.
Also, yeah, without music.
Rail accelerator selected.
This is slightly awkward when the sound effects drop out because you're going supersonic, and it's just the game is literally silent. I think it's a bug though, because pausing seems to cause it to roll a new song, right? Like it just started playing music again. The web installer for Zombies Monster Robot. Mishira was an attempt at streaming software that never got good. Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Online. Good afternoon, Rod.
Race fans, we
Yeah, I remember livestream.com. I used to, this was also back in, like, the very early, or I don't think it existed yet, Twitch days. I used to check livestream.com and justin.tv and Ustream. For like video game streams sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean during school. When this was like in high school. I didn't have a smartphone, but I had a very underpowered iPod Touch that could install those apps, and so I'd secretly watch Twitch, not Twitch streams, because Twitch didn't exist yet, but I'd secretly watch things in class sometimes. Like, I remember watching E3 in class on, like, I think it was livestream.com.
The race is yours, Ryder. Don't look back.
I'm sorry to everyone who I'm making feel old. I try not to talk about things like this, because I don't like to make people feel old. I get a bunch of comments about it every time. But yeah, for a while, I didn't have a smartphone after they were like commonplace. I just had a shit iPod Touch that I like modded very hard and tried to use as if it was a smartphone. Which I still have, but I lost the password to it and then I reset it at some point. So I do have it and I can get into it and stuff, but it's an iPod Touch, so it's completely useless. Oh no, I know. I mean, I don't mean in that context. I mean like, I make people feel old in the context of like, I'll say like, I remember when I was in high school and I did X thing, and people will be like, wow, when I was in high school, I had a Motorola Razr, and you're talking about smartphones. I'm crumbling into dust. And it's like, sorry, guess I shouldn't have said anything. Flip phone using old ass.
Rail accelerator selected.
For some reason, I never, like, I didn't even hear about Twitch until SGDQ 2012, though. That was when I first realized that Twitch existed. And I didn't really start watching Twitch streams regularly until 2013.
Victory will be ours.
Hearing people's perspective. Like, you might like that Rapukin, but I think that for every Rapukin, there are 3 people who will loudly complain about it, so I try not to too much. You never had a flip phone? I had a flip phone.
Rail accelerator selected.
Yeah, I know. The complainers are trying to be funny, but it makes me feel bad. Your jokes make me feel bad. So there. I'm not trying to shame anyone. I feel like my ramble has gone in a bad direction. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. But yeah, I don't know, like... I never had one of those phones with a keyboard on it, though. Because I didn't have a texting plan until I was in high school. We never had a texting plan. I think my parents heard early texting plan horror stories of, like, people, like, teenagers going hundreds of dollars over on the bill because they sent too many texts. So my parents were just like, no, absolutely not. So all my friends would be texting each other, and I just wouldn't be able to partake. And so I had no friends, and I blame not having a texting plan for this.
Selected.
And so I never had one of those phones with like the full keyboard on it, even though they were really cool. You had the PlayStation phone, the Xperia Play? That's a cool phone.
Systems on. Bike systems online. Good afternoon,
Race 3 out of 7.
Today's track is
The
Scavenger
contract is just to win. How hard is that?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scavenger, the
3, 2, 1, race.
Got us the iPhone 4 when it launched on T-Mobile. Yeah, I remember that. The iPhone launching on Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. The iPhone 4 launch was like a big deal. I feel like that was like the first good iPhone. That's when I started to like know people who had them as well. I was like in high school sometime, I think. I used to like care a lot about like consumer tech stuff and like new phones coming out and things. I have no idea now. I think a lot of people are probably like that because like it used to be exciting and new, and now every phone is the same phone. So it's hard to care still. But at the time, it's pretty easy to care. Phones were cool. Did anyone here have a Windows Phone 7? I feel like I have to ask. Any Windows Phone havers?
A contract is a contract. As you this team is new. I told them, no way would I kill you. Then they showed me the money.
Windows Phone 8. Wanted an N-Gage, but it was so much more expensive than a basic phone. There are like some surprisingly decent N-Gage games out there. There's like, I think there's Tony Hawk Pro Skater on N-Gage, and it's like a genuine port of like one of the THPS games. I can't remember which. I think there's like a whole ass Tomb Raider on there. You can't say they didn't try. Yeah, I have like some Samsung thing that at this point is approaching 5 years old and Discord constantly crashes. So I feel like I should maybe upgrade soon, but I don't want to. But like Discord keeps crashing and it's becoming an actual problem. But phones got too big, right? I kind of agree with that. Like, go back and look at how small the iPhone 4 is compared to, like, everything now, where they're, like, fucking massive and barely fit in your hand. I'm re-rolling the music with the pause, I think. I got, like, I think I have, like, the Galaxy S10 might be what my phone is. And it came in a couple sizes, and I got the smallest one, and it's still massive. And the biggest size was like, just like nobody could hold that. What are they even, I don't know. I could never trust the... Is Galaxy Flip the ones that fold? I feel like those phones are deeply cursed. I don't know why those even exist. Who could ever trust that? Do you have one of those gnomes? I just feel like that goes against that just goes against something fundamental in me, where I'm just like, it's just so wrong to fold a screen. It just you know, like nails on a chalkboard for me. It's just like, I'm breaking this. I'm definitely breaking this. Even if it doesn't break on the first fold, it'll break in a year. I just there would be a learning curve to getting over that. Maybe it would be good for me, because then I would look at my phone less, because every time I looked at it, I would have to go through the psychological trauma of folding it and unfolding it. It's like a good for people who look at their phone too much. The screen did break eventually, but it was a production defect, so they replaced it.
Come on, kid. We're all gunning for you.
I don't know. I'm happy for you, but I could never. Wait, is the song over already?
At least now we have some action.
Was that like a 1 minute long song? We get something different playing here?
Rail accelerator selected. Rail accelerator selected. Final lap.
Keep the pedal to the floor. Victory all the way, champ.
Man, this race has been bad. Still winning though. I feel like I've just given up. I mean, I know points-wise I can't be beaten at this point, so I have sort of given up, but I feel like you just never have to learn the tracks in this game, because it's too easy. You never have to get good at, controlling its speed. I'm just, genuinely slamming into the walls non-stop, and it's fine. Compared to, F-Zero, where you actually do have to get kind of good. This is supposed to be the hardest part of the game, and so far I've won every race without even trying, and reading chat half the time.
Online. Good evening, Ryder. Today.
Surrounded by
3, 2, 1, race.
Ooh, I think this is a good song. Oh, this is the track with the hole in it. Well, this is that race where, this is the race type where they've disabled all of the boosts, and you, like, can't even use the boost item. They made us race an entire series of this at the start of the game, and it was really lame. Also really confusing for why none of the boosts were working. I want whatever that is. Death Strike. Alright, get in front of me, I dare you. The Death Strike is locked and loaded. It just actually one-shot him. The Death Strike was legit. Damn. I don't even know how he would have dodged that. It just... You're just done if someone gets the Death Strike. Well, now I understand how you're meant to do those, like, kill 4 people contracts. Yeah, I had no idea that the Death Strike would do that. It's right in the name. I really didn't think it would do that, though. That's pretty crazy.
Nothing can stop you now.
I kind of want to hit someone else with it. The objective here is to kill Jakar. So, like, maybe I can get Jakar in front of me and then get him. Someone is right behind. Oh, Jakar is way back there, though. Jakar is the dot with the red pointer. What? Yeah, there was an 8th person, but they had to drop out for unknown reasons. Yeah, I would have to just sit here for a while for Jakar to catch up to me. Yeah, they got 6 suddenly. That's all we'll go with. I've never seen a rider of your quality, he says. My quality. Yeah, there's an HD webcam installed in the bike. what it sounds like he's talking about.
Bike systems online. Good afternoon,
I'm
Ryder.
gonna save just in
Today's
case
track-
something bad happens. I'm really not worried about it, but just in case like of like a game crash or something, I probably should still be saving.
Bike systems online.
This is race
Good
6 of
afternoon,
7,
Ryder.
2 more.
Today's track-
Welcome, ladies.
3, 2, 1, race.
Wasting your time.
It's this, and then it's the Sandstorm Canyon level I saw. The last one. Although I don't think it'll have a sandstorm. Is this a Gran Turismo 3 song? I've played like a bit of Gran Turismo 4, but that's it. Gran Turismo games are like way too car-brained for me. I don't understand them. I'm too dumb. I don't know what all the numbers mean. And then you actually get into a race and it's like they expect you to hit the brakes around a turn and like learn how to do the turn right and stuff, and it's just... I'll stick to Extreme G, thank you. Thank you, Polyphony. Dude, that's so satisfying. You get the lock and you just get to smite someone. It's literally just like a bolt of lightning from God comes down and smites them. They're dead in one hit. The good thing the computers don't seem like they have that unlocked. They haven't done enough of the contracts. Yeah, Forza and Xbox thing is going to be a challenge for sure.
All systems are okay. Go, go, go.
Only the original Forza. The first game is on Xbox. Is Sega GT 2002 a sim like that? I kind of just assumed because like Sega Rally is so arcadey and Sega is such an arcade dev. Sega GT would also be the same way. See ya. No, Forza Horizon didn't exist until like the mid 2010s probably. I don't remember when the first Horizon came out, but it was definitely after 4. This is a 360 game. Sega GT was Sega's stab at Gran Turismo. That's weird. For the record, we're actually playing, we're gonna play Sega GT Online, because Sega GT Online is the same game, but with more cars. So we're gonna play that version of it. Apparently 2012 is the first Forza Horizon. It was a fairly late Xbox game. It was like 2005, I think. Look how ahead I am of the guy in second, because I killed the racers who are good. The 2 racers who could possibly keep up with me are both dead, so second place is just all the way back there. Yeah, the Microsoft, that was like, yeah, the Microsoft racing game on the OG Xbox, at least what I think of, is Project Gotham Racing 1 and 2 are on there. I actually have PGR2, I think, right? I can't read if that says 2 or not. I'm looking over at my shelf. I have one of them, and it's pretty decent. You get like points for doing stuff, so it's still like has a little bit of an arcade soul, but like not really. It's kind of sim. Yeah, kill at least 5 riders. We're gonna have to the death strike. It's time for death strikes. Maybe we'll just park in the back. I did have to unlock the death strike, for the record. It was something that I had to do a lot of contracts to unlock. So it is my reward for... But like the thing about contracts is that they seem like they give you permanent upgrades, but they're way easier to complete at the beginning of the game. Same with like the point system. It's very strange how you can... Like it almost feels like an oversight that the devs left in, that like... It's possible and not even that hard to get enough points to where you've just auto-won before you even made it to the last series. Like, I didn't even come in first in every race. I just came first in a lot of races, and that was enough. But like the same thing sort of applies to the bike upgrades, where it's like it's really easy to complete contracts at the beginning of the game. So you do all the contracts right in a row, get every bike upgrade, and then it just makes the game even easier. I took a couple second places. I might have even taken a third at one point. And I was kind of worried about it at the time. I was like, oh, should I be doing this? Should I be taking a third place here? I like reset a couple races to try to come in first if I came in second on them. Then at some point I realized that the point system was going to be extremely lenient and that I didn't have to worry about it. And then, honestly, I think I've come in first in every race today anyway, so it's not even a consideration. Pass me? See ya. That's 2. I don't think I can get all 5. But yeah, my advice to the Extreme G people for Extreme G5, a game that I'm sure is in the works right now by some dev you've never heard of that got bought by Embracer. My advice to them is to make the game less easy. Actually, if they were bought by Embracer, then it got canceled. Never mind. Catching up. And they're stealing all the power-ups. I need those to kill you. How dare you stop me from killing you? Ugh, mines. I'm trying to not pass people, and I'm just passing people anyway, because it's really hard to not pass people in this game. You, I think I can kill with just a gun. This guy's already smoking. Oh, someone else got him, I think. Oh no, not that, wrong weapon. Boom. Shield low, uh-oh. Hang out for a sec. They're like spamming mines on me. Oh, they're really spamming mines on me.
Do it for the team. Just take a few more breaks.
Gonna head out in front so I can get all the power-ups without being bothered. Right, someone passed me. Actually, there's people in front of me. I'll just catch up to them. This should be my 5th kill. There we go. That should be my 5th kill. Actually, wait, there's 2 other racers. It's me and 2 other racers. So yeah, I got 5 kills, and then someone else got a kill. More power up. Alright, just me and one other dude. I'm not gonna be able to get him. He's gonna beat me in this race. I killed almost everyone. I let one guy get away. He already finished the race, actually. I killed everybody else. That's pretty funny. Look at all that. It's just me and Gecko. ending. Generic mechanic guy doing a backflip in the background.
Congratulations, Ryder.
A new regeneration node. Oh boy.
Congratulations, Ryder.
Congratulations.
You are the
Game
XGRA
complete.
World Champion.
That's it. That's the whole ending. A little bit disappointing. And no credits. So I guess we just stop the timer. GG. Look at some bike concept art. Some track concept art. That's pretty cool. What is this character? Does this person show up in the final game? Who is that? I feel like that's like a beta version of like the mechanic guy on the right who is in the game. Some additional concepts. Strange objects. Anyway, there you go. Robert C. Dibley programmed this game. Lead artist Wiggs. Everyone else is credited by their actual name, but he's old school. Just call me Wiggs. Choo choo. Alright, well. This game had a lot of animators. Oh no, my chat died. Oh. Yeah, okay, no, we're good. It said connecting to chat, but then Giga's chat message still came through while it said that, so I don't know. I'm not gonna sit through all these credits. Let's just go ahead and get to the wrap up. So that was XGRA, Extreme G Racing Association, the fourth and final Extreme G game. That took a little under 5 hours. How long did Extreme G3 take? Let's see. Extreme G 3 took 6 hours and 45 minutes. So this was shorter, but I think that's because I didn't have to reset races as much. I feel like there was about the same amount of content here. I think Extreme G3 was just a lot harder, so I kept having to try things over. No sewer level, no future sewers. I feel like they could have done that, but they never did. It wouldn't have been too, like, out of place. See, that was pretty good. Maybe a little worse than Extreme G3. Maybe a little worse than Extreme G3. Extreme G3 had, like... I feel like this game didn't really, or like they significantly nerfed or maybe did away with like the leaning forward on your bike mechanic, where you had to like lean forward or lean back on the up and the down hills to get extra speed. And I feel like that added like an extra layer of mastery to that game, where it was like pretty fun to like learn the tracks and get better at them. Because you'd be moving super fast and there's tons of hills, and so you'd have to like kind of get good at it. This game didn't really have that. But yeah, this game overall was just too easy. I don't know. Usually I'm okay with a racing game that's just kind of like brain off, hold accelerator. But I don't know. I feel like every system in this game was just like a little bit too easy. I just want to be challenged a bit more or something. I don't know. But I'm going to give this game a 3. I think this game is definitely deserving of a 3. Extreme G3 also got a 3. I will say it's good that they nerfed the mines. Looking back at my Extreme G3 review, the review for that game was, honestly great game, but held back by the mines. Holy shit, the mines. And yeah, they got rid of the mines, but then they made the rest of it kind of too easy. So it kind of balances out, and in the end they both get 3s. I think that Extreme G3 is a bit stronger of a 3. I mean, I think I did technically earn the ability to coast to easy wins, but it was very easy to earn that ability, so it was kind of like I coasted into being able to coast. And then at the end, it was just like, this isn't even, like at the end, the points just didn't even matter because I had already won before I even got to Supersonic, so it was just like, whatever. Just whatever, sure, I'll do these 7 races. You could just as easily, like, try to die as quickly as possible on all of them. Except it's hard to even die because you regen health so fast. And all the bikes had pretty good stats. I don't think it was pick the correct bike to win. I think any bike would have made the game just as easy. That was XGRA though. Definitely, we're getting to the end of the racing games. Not a lot of racing games left out of the 84.